Okay, so it's time for the final part of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. We are tackling World 7 and the final world, World 8. Kirby got smart for once and decided to use the umbrella. So we're now in Rainbow Resort. And this is definitely the final world. Because they kind of just... If I remember right, they just kind of throw everything at you. This little area. I remember this. So I get this far, and I'm just like, I want Spark. And then I get a little further, and it's like, oh, I need something else. Though thinking about it, yeah. No, I'm thinking of something else. Watch the video. Talking to myself there. That burning guy is going all over the place. I wonder what they wanted you to use for this. Oh, there we go. That's why you need... That's why you want burning. But you also want to break those blocks before you go get burning. Because burning can't break those blocks because he can only attack sideways. Like, unless his recoil does it. Which I don't think it does. There we go. Button. No editing there. Though there is still a decent amount of editing in this video. Just go. Oh no. Am I going to go get, Oh no, I can't because I can't attack upward. That's right. I think if left to my discretion, I would have went and got Spark. But hey, Freeze is like Spark. With an added step. And then I lost Freeze. Then I gained Sword. And that will do. Someone turn him to decaf. The victory jingle is so catchy. I don't think they've changed it. Oh yeah, this. You can start at the bottom, or you can start up there. And now you've got another boss rush. Oh, I think this is Meta Knight's theme. I don't remember. I always associate this with Meta Knight, though. Or no. No, this isn't Gourmet Race. What am I thinking? It's driving me nuts. Uh oh. I'm about to die. I nearly did die there. But I only have 1 unit of health. And let's see what I'm about to go against. Yep. Ow. Yeah, you just run, like... Well, running into him is going to hurt regardless. I like how he just pounds me against the ground. I don't know why. Every time I see that, where he's pounding against the ground, I can't help but think of that scene in Avengers 2, where just Iron Man's punching Hulk in the face repeatedly. I think it's more so any kind of similar scene like that. Oh, I lost another life here. Can defeat the Burning Lion with only 2 health points. Shame. Bad kitty. Ow. Oh, I missed the star. Oh yeah, he does that claw swipe attack. I forgot about that. Oh, he fell on his face. Ah, he is a 4-hit boss. Here we go. Got burning. Let's get going. And you got 5 1-ups. I forget how it changes when you go through the door normally. My gut's either telling me you get less 1-ups or you get no 1-ups. But I could be completely wrong about that. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't change at all. Oh, I remember this backdrop a lot. This area in particular. I remember a lot. No, past me. There's not a secret here. I don't know what. Like, I need to convince myself it's like, no, you're not mistaken. There is no secret here. And besides, the secret he was thinking of is later on. What secret was he thinking of? You'll have to wait. Oh, you got a bunch of sleeping enemies here. I mean, that song is pretty nap time worthy. Also, I hate this room because I remember those little flutter enemies. They are just so annoying in this room. Mainly because of the how these platforms are set up. And also, I totally made a brawl stage like this. Remember the Brawl Stage creator? I remember the Brawl Stage creator. I made several levels that were like this. That were just kind of like a staircase up. And I was trying to make it thematic or something. But now we have invincibility, so we shall run. Oh yeah, you're on the ice, so it's slippery. Also, I wanted a power up, so I got freeze, and then I immediately lost freeze. I saw that like second of like stillness, and I'm just like, yeah, that's just me realizing that I immediately lost the power up that I stopped to get. 44 lives, jeez. You know, if I remembered more about the secrets in this game, I'd probably have more. Is it worth it? Yep, be smart. Use the puff attack. I went straight for the maximum tomato because, like, that's the one I want. You gotta be quick about it, too. You can't be greedy because eventually everything falls. Everything falls to the void. I keep thinking every level is going to be that level, but it's not. Yep, and that's why Ball's not very good. It used to be my favorite power-up as a kid. I think I've already mentioned that. Oh, the roulette. What do I get? Ooh, pretty useful. Sword. Sword's a classic. And believe it or not, I think I make it through most, if not the rest of the stage, with just one hit point left. And I'm just like, alright, when am I gonna die? When am I gonna have to edit? But I think I make it all the way through. Here's a room you would think that I would definitely die in, but I didn't. I thought so, especially when I missed that burning enemy the first time. I was like, I'm gonna die. Alright. Oh, that was me pressing the wrong button to ditch my power up. Ooh, risky. Jumping while the Gordo is up. What am I doing? That was unnecessarily risky. Oh, yep, here it is. Nope, couldn't have gone all the way through without dying. Also, there's a 1-up between those Gordos, so that's why my life count hasn't changed. Slide. Also, you can break those blocks and set the Gordos free, but I don't know why you would, because that just, well, for the ones going up and down, maybe. The ones going side to side, why? Alright, stage 5, we are getting there. So close to the end of the game. I decided to take Crash along with me, but I think I lose it pretty quickly. Yep. Yeah, when you get exploded like that, you lose a lot of mobility. Also, Crash does take out a good half health of these, or like most of their health, I think. But these things are also so annoying if you don't have a power-up. Because sometimes they'll drop the little things that you can drop the mini wheels you can hurt them with. Most of the times they'll just spin around and not do anything. Waste time. Come on, I got other things to do. Yeah, the wheel enemies are probably one of my least favorite. Me, after this, I don't know. Oh, one burning. I saw Spark and it's just like, I kind of want Spark. I think I almost died to get Spark. Yep. Alright, made it. Look at Kirby defying physics. I mean, maybe it's just that powerful of an upward draft. I wasn't going to test whether if he had invincibility or not through that. Oh, this room. So this is the room that I tried to get the cannon in, but let's just say it didn't go well. Spent like a good 15 minutes trying to get this thing too, and it's just like, I can't figure it out. Like, someone told me you have to use burning, but it's like, burning's just not good enough. Yeah, I do try for a little bit, but thankfully it's not the full amount of time. As I can see by my progress bar in the editing software, I do give up soon enough. Or I cut past when I give up. So yeah, I think this is what they intended you to do, is use burning, but yeah, it's just too annoying. And I think all it leads you to is a 1-up, because it definitely isn't a secret. I was like, man, am I going to 99% this game? Nope. Keep in mind, I didn't remember my playthrough before. Anyway, yeah, I think like throwbacks. I believe this is a throwback to Kirby's Dream Land, the first game, not Adventure, the game that this is a remake of. So yeah, there's very few, if any, enemies that have copy ability power-ups. And just know, like you can, I'm pretty sure you can play most of this game like you could in the original. Like, you could totally probably go through most of this game just by sucking enemies up and spitting them out at others. I don't think you have to use the copy abilities. I think you definitely do for 100%, but for the main game, I don't believe so. And I slowed down, and that was my downfall. Well, took enough damage for that to be worthwhile. And then took even more damage. Thankfully, this level's kind of throws maximum tomatoes out like candy. tomato candy. I thought I was about to take damage there because I didn't realize that the spikes were divided. This is probably one of my favorite Kirby themes. Ah, here we go. I wonder if these people worship the moon. The moon and the stars. Yeah, I could just eat every single one of them, or I have this fancy slide. Oh, and I think when an enemy has Parasol, even if it's a Waddle Doo who has Beam naturally, I think it counts as a Parasol regardless. Also, there's your secret. The moon secret. That's the secret I was talking about earlier. There we go. And that's all the regular stages done. So now... and what a way to end off. Number 2. So now... King Dedede. But first... oh, do I just go ahead and go? I guess so. I thought I went prepared, but I guess not. Oh yeah, so in the end credits they show a bunch of different power-up usages for different bosses. They use a backdrop in this boss fight, I think, in the credits, which is odd because I never would have thought of that. But King Dedede, he can swallow you up, well, he can inhale you in, and he'll spit you out. He can't swallow you. He'll jump at you, he'll trip, and also try and use his mighty hammer. And there we go. That's King Dedede. But that's not the end of the game, because we have one last level, the Fountain of Dreams. And yes, this is just the Fountain of Dreams level 8 background, but it's the only one I could find. King Dedede is really trying to stop you from putting back the Star Rod, or the Dream Rod. And this is why. For some reason, the Fountain of Dreams was containing this entity called Nightmare. Oh, it is Star Rod. Okay. So for your first phase, it's a sideways shoot 'em up. So yeah, the Dream Rod is, if you remember how it works in Smash Brothers, just pretty much the same as that. But yeah, so this entity Nightmare, he was residing within the Fountain of Dreams. And I think it's stated somewhere that he was turning all the dreams bad or something like that. But that's why Dedede removed the Star Rod. It wasn't for any evil or selfish purposes. It was to stop him from doing what he wanted to do. So in this instance, Dedede is helpful. Alright, so we defeated Phase 1 of the final boss. Now time for Phase 2. And man, this is much easier than I remember it being as a kid. So you get to the location of the final boss. He turns into his more humanoid figure. He blows up your warp star. Jerk. Now here's the boss fight. Here's the thing. I think if you stay in the left corner, he can't hit you. I think. Oh no, he does have some moves. No, I think even that star couldn't have hit me if I just stayed in the left corner. But man, this is a lot easier than I remember it being. I remember getting to this point as a kid and absolutely struggling. It was like, look at there, like I didn't even move. I was just jumping. And even when I landed, he couldn't hit me with that attack. Like, Nightmare, what's going on, buddy? You doing alright? Did you get your morning coffee? And one more hit should do it. I think my last shot is a trick shot. Yeah, there we go. Right as soon as this cube opened. And that's Nightmare defeated, and that's the game beaten. Final boss is done. Now I'm just having fun. 100% completed. You can now choose extra from the start game menu. No thanks. Alright, so now Kirby gets back from the moon, which he blew up. Well, he made it into a permanently crescent moon. Our hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod, but King Dedede didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. It all began when the nightmares appeared in the fountain. The nightmares rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. When King Dedede hid the Star Rod, the power source of the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely, away from the nightmares. But he couldn't just explain this to Kirby. Borrowing King Dedede's power, Kirby managed to defeat the nightmares. Now the Star Rod is returned to the fountain. Everyone's dreams will return. So fluff up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. I didn't get a good night's sleep last night, actually. Kirby just tosses the thing. He's just like, alright, I'm done with this. So, yep, that's Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Bye, Kirby. Alright, so I guess final thoughts. I really like this game. Obviously I'm going to say it's one of my favorite Kirby games because it's one of the few games I actually played. I will get around to playing Epic Yarn at some point because, I don't know, I own the game, so why not? It'll be a first time run for me. I've seen the game Let's Played many times. So yeah, you can see here someone playing the game quite a bit differently from how I would have thought to play it. Like he actually uses Wheel. Wheel is not a very good power-up for this boss. But yeah, the only downsides I have with this game are, you know, the whole one hit and you lose your power-up. Really, that's about all I can think of. Everything else is perfectly fine. It's a really fun Kirby game. Now this is a power-up I never thought to use, was Tornado against Kracko. But with its invincibility frames, it's pretty good. Also, this guy gets rid of his power-ups a lot. And for some reason, Kracko drops high jump enemies. So yeah, I love I really enjoy the music. I really enjoy the gameplay. It's nice and short. I think this only took me about 2 hours to record, even with going back and getting everything. I could be off by a little bit, but, you know, roughly 2 hours. And it's like I could have done it in one longer session, but I think taking breaks helped me with that. So yeah, it's, oh yeah, here's the backdrop that was mentioned. I would never have thought of that. But yeah, that was Nightmare in Dreamland. Fun game, would recommend. Easy to get. So, I'll see you guys for whatever project I'm working on next. See ya.